DIY truck stuff that a beginner can do to get the best out of their truck for work and play. Now, I love my truck. I love modifying my truck, and I use my truck on the daily for important truck stuff, such as work, towing, and hauling. And I also love to have it look a little tougher because I do actually off-road with this thing pretty frequently. It's not a rock crawler, but I do a lot of trail running. And sometimes those trails can be undulating, have obstacles such as large rocks and large tree roots. So, as we know, with 4x4ing, flex is king. Now already I'm at a disadvantage because I have an IFS, an independent front suspension. And as we know, those usually don't flex a whole lot, not like a straight live axle does. But I've given myself potentially a bigger disadvantage because up front I put on torsion keys from a 2500 of the same vintage and cranked the torsion bars all the way up to give that level look and a little more ride height. In the back, I have air helper springs that I take away from its off-road ability. And that's what I'm curious to find out today. So what I did is I set up just a little ramp here on some blocks. It's about a foot tall at its peak. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, well, that's not a big, severe ramp. And it isn't. The whole objective is to see, on a basic level, does doing this kind of modifications ruin the off-road ability of your truck? Because there's a lot of beginner DIYers out there who want to get into either overlanding or use their truck for hauling and towing. Now, I just want to show them and learn for myself at the same time if doing this kind of modifications that I like to promote are actually going to do us some disservice when we're out on the trail. So, I think this is a fair assessment for what we need to see here today. That was pretty easy. Well, now let's see if we're flexing enough or if we're at risk of lifting a tire and doing the one-legged dog kick. Up front, we have about 5.5. On this side here, we have about 8.5. So we actually do have 3 inches of difference. So that is impressive. It didn't look like there were 3 inches of difference there. And back here, we have about 5.5 here. Compare that to its 9 inches on the other side. Don't be afraid to modify your truck in this way because it is a great blend of being able to use your truck for truck stuff and not overall sacrifice your ability to go off-roading, at least in the minor way that we did here. This is the Fuzzy Fixer. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow for more Damn Dirty Tahoe because this is